Yeah. So, and I won't go back there now. And it's a pretty popular chain.
Yeah.
If they knew that, maybe that others are doing the same thing with the too much salt, because a lot of people are on salt-restricted diets.
Right.
Maybe they would change.
Or maybe they would change the salt.
Yes.
You know that they're just using regular salt. If they were using some iodized salt, give salt a purpose. You know.
Yes.
Well, what makes sea salt so special then?
Sea salt is a healthy alternative. Why is sea salt special? Because the way that they're extracting it is more pure. I know Marcus did a whole show on salts.
Oh, I would have loved to hear that.
And I'll have to play it again and tell you when it's on. And he said that one of his chefs quit because he was using black salt, and Marcus wouldn't change from that black salt. Are you still there, Marcus?
Yes, I am still here.
Do you remember that black salt story?
So yes, I absolutely do.
Share it.
So unrefined salt, unfiltered, unbleached, truly salt that comes from its source, unaltered, has mineral specks in it. It's not pure salt.
Yeah.
You have other things in it. And so the salt companies clean all that out of there. Well, certain salt companies don't. So we use an incredible salt source from Utah, from Redmond Real Salt. And it's from the Utah Flats. It's from a mine. When they take it out of the mine and they have a chunk of it, that's what you're getting in your salt shaker. And when you buy their salt, it's never heated, it's never processed, it's never bleached, never stripped, nothing's ever added to it. Well, it's a rose color, so there's specks in it from the mineral content, over 50 different minerals. So when you salt something like a piece of sole or something white, you'll see the specks of the salt. So he said, well, your salt is dirty salt. It's making the food not look good. And I said, it's not about the food having specks on it. It's about using real ingredients. And most chefs will just say, well, let's use kosher salt, or even sea salt is a very abused term. If you think about it, all salt originated from the sea, whether it's from the peaks in the Himalayan mountains or the Utah Flats or from wherever. It's all originally from the sea. So companies have figured out, well, we can make this quote-unquote sea salt and still process it, still iodize it, and call it sea salt and trick a consumer, when in fact it's just fancy marketing. So what you need to look for when you buy a salt is something called unsolared, unheated, unprocessed, and unfortunately, the more you pay for salt, the higher quality. Now, that's not 100% true, but it's a great guideline to start. Himalayan mountains, there's 55 or so different mines in the Himalayas. Some of them are corporate owned. We don't really know about all of them, but it's a massive amount of mines in Pakistan, 55 different mines, companies in there mining. So you have no idea what each company, which each mine is doing. Some companies have no machinery in the mines because they don't want to disturb the vibrational frequency of the salt. Other companies, most companies, could care less about that and have all kinds of machinery in there and doing the standard shipping process that most salt goes through because, again, they want a salt that's white. You can get salt from Brittany, France, Fleur de Sel. You can buy Italian Merino salt. You can buy all these salts, but if it's coming from the ocean, are all the oceans really clean anymore is the question, right?
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Pollution, it could be an issue of where it's getting sourced from. So maybe they have to refine it because of that. And it's just not from a great source.
So would we rather have it from a mine?
I would rather have it from a mine.
Yeah,
but now the Himalayas, to me, there's too many companies there. There's too much going on there. Unless you're willing to buy the blue-green, American blue-green, which is the Symphony brand, but it's $30 a kilo retail. Amazing stuff, 80 different ionic charged minerals in the salt, amazing stuff. They have medical research, peer-reviewed medical studies on the salt, how it actually regrows hair, lowers blood pressure. The only salt in the world that can make medical claims. But it doesn't mean that their salt is much different than anybody else's salt. It's just the way they're handling it. Now, the Utah Flats and the Himalayan mountains are the same geological deposits, the same time era. Now, in Utah, at the Redmond Salt Mine, one family, one owner, one mine, nothing added, nothing taken away, no heat. That mine is 25 feet under the ground in a very clean source, a very clean part of the state, a very clean part, inland state. So you're not worrying about oceans, about contaminants in oceans. So for me, through all the research I've done, that's the best salt that I can find for the money. Now, we pay about $75 for a 25-pound bag of that salt in the restaurant.
Wow.
An average restaurant, if they wanted to buy sea salt, a so-called good sea salt, or maybe even a decent sea salt, pays about $20 to $25 for a 25-pound bag.
Wow, so a fraction. That's a third of the cost.
Yes.
Huh.
So there's a big difference. So, I mean, I'm not paid by Redmond Real Salt, but I just believe that they have a really awesome American product that if you're going to use salt, I feel you have to support them. I was actually on Good Morning America this last February talking about their salt. I was interviewed about their salt and how good their salt is.
Fun. Very good.
To let us know when you find those shows.
Yeah, you should tell us when you're on that show so we can watch when you're on those things.
Yes, I will. I post all the time on Facebook when I'm on all these things, and I'll keep posting.
And I saw that you met Martha Stewart.
Yes, met Martha Stewart.
I love that picture. I put that picture all over our website, actually. That was way cool.
Does she cook the real stuff?
That was a fun event.
Does she cook really in real life? Sandy wants to know.
She does. I don't know if she cooks at home. I don't know about that part, but she knows her way around the kitchen.
Does she cook good food?
Does she cook good food, or well, you have to watch what she makes.
I'm not sure what she cooks at home bases upon what she's paid to cook professionally, because a lot of those chefs, right, they do different at home, and it's the producer of the show that kind of says what the so-called ratings are after, what the surveys say that they should be doing. My ultimate dream would be to have a show that really shows my passion about the food, where it's coming from, and that's what I was doing a casting call today on was about my passion. It's my chef on a mission.
That is so exciting.
The chef mission concept would make a great show.
Yes, I agree.
You know, travel with me to see Reggiano Parmesan be made. Travel with me to the sea salt mine. Travel with me to a local farm and let's make cheese or grow vegetables, or let's go to Italy to a winery.
Right. Hey, I'll be your producer. You know, it's really funny because my son wanted, from the time he was 3 years old, wanted to be a chef and have his own cooking show, but have it be comedic. From the time he was 3 years old. And so now he is a kitchen manager, and he's doing stand-up at a local brewery in Ohio. He told me last time I was down there, he said, "I'm living the dream, Mom."
That's great.
You would just love him. Somehow I'm going to have to get you guys to meet. So anyway, thanks for staying on and telling us about salt.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Where does your son live?
He just moved from Michigan back to Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're going to have to come see you, I think.
You're going to definitely have to.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to come.
And Sandy wants to come, too. She's raising her hand.
Excellent. More the merrier.
Yep. Again, thanks, Marcus.
All right, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. So I want to tell you about some of the things coming up. We have Monday Book Club, which is really fun. We're still reading I Can See Clearly Now by Dr. Wayne Dyer, but we're almost finished with it. So we should be starting a new one sometime in December or the first of the year. If you want to get in on that, meet us here at the studio on Monday at 6 o'clock. It's 1017 Washington Avenue. The first Wednesday of every month, which is December 6th and January 3rd, we meet at Vino Wine Warehouse. It's a meeting of the Devolution Project, and we're going to kind of be talking about what we want to accomplish next year and the good deeds that we want to do. We're Divas Doing Good. We meet at 6 o'clock at Vino Wine Warehouse. And we have a meeting, and half off wine and food is discounted too. And we have a really good time. It's a great bunch of ladies. If you're looking for a group of women to be involved with and be involved in your community and friendships, this is a very excellent group. So that's December 6th and January 3rd. We have this weekend, we have 10:30 to noon, Essential Oils with Jeanette, and we're kind of focusing on Christmas presents. So we're making a pumpkin facial mask. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then at 12:30, we have a Law of Attraction class. It's a basic Law of Attraction class, which leads to the 5-week series. So if you want to know what's going on, how to get the Law of Attraction working in your life, show up here at 12:30 this Saturday. It's the last class this year, that introductory class. We have Meditation 101 from 2:30 to 3:30. And then on December 9th, we have vision statements and vision boards and energy work. December 16th, we have make and take with bracelets and essential oils. You make a bracelet with the beads that you choose, and you put lava beads in there and an essential oil to go along with that of your choice. And we'll tell you about what they do and how you want them to work. And then at 4 o'clock, we have a new moon celebration, and that's where you join us to set intentions for this moon cycle. And there'll also be card readers here and a crystal ball lady that you met today.
Yes, I did.
Isn't she nice?
Yes, they seem
I
very
really
nice.
like her, Tony. Yep, she's really cool. And that's December 16th. And December 30th, we're still doing things, a chakra balancing exercise from 11 to 12, and then it's a Law of Attraction class that is part of the 5-week series. So come on down, bring your toilet paper again. We're having that toilet paper drive for the Bay Area Women's Center, and I'm delivering it on Friday, so you have time to spare a square.
You're a square.
And you know where that came from?
I don't know.
That came from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
And it was Elaine that was sitting in a toilet in a bathroom booth, and she had no toilet paper. And she asked the lady next to her, could she spare a square? And the lady said no.
Oh.
Yes. And so I think that's so funny. That's why I called it that, spare a square. And, you know, if you can't come in this year, make a point to get involved with us next year. We're a bunch of women that do good in our community, and we just want to lift other women up. That's what it's all about. We're here for you. That's what the Devolution's all about. 1017 Washington Avenue. Marcus was a wonderful guest.
Wonderful.
I'm so happy to have met him. And I'll tell you, being in this, having this radio network and everything has opened up a world to me that I would not have imagined. It's brought me people from all over the world that want to help other people, that want to lift you up, that want to
make you well
and make you whole and let you
Yes.
know that you're not alone, that what you're going through is you can make it. You can do it. You can do it. You have the strength. And we have some new shows starting in January that I am just so proud of that I just can't wait. I just can't wait, but I can't tell you about them yet. So until next week, my friends, be real, stay true, know who you are and what you believe, because you are the Devolution. Woo! I never played it.
The Devolution Show is a W4 Divas production, hosted by Deb St. Hilaire and produced by Josh Sherrill. All rights reserved.